this new year, so I'm just doing a check-in. How are you guys doing? I know there's a lot going on. We're only 4 days in, and so much has transpired. I think I'm going to kind of go back into my shell this year. Um, you know, I have lived so much of my life where I hardly ever post. I, just lived my life. I didn't share it as much. But when I moved here 3+ years ago, you know, going through what I was going through, I was just finding my way, finding myself, healing. And I forced myself to actually, come out of this box that I've been in. Not that my box was uncomfortable, because, I was still a confident person. I still was a person who dressed for every occasion. Yes, because life's too short. It is. Tomorrow isn't promised to none of us. And today, well, I should say yesterday, we wouldn't get back. So if I didn't wear what I wanted to wear yesterday, I can't go back and, do it again. No, we get one chance at this thing called life. We get to do one day at a time. We don't get the day we miss. So I still love to dress. I try at least to make myself feel good every day by what I put on. So even though I'm an introvert, that doesn't change. No, my confidence doesn't change. No. It's just me being, putting myself out there so much. And I think I'm just going to spend this year more in my shell versus out of my shell. I'm not saying I'm not going to post, but I'm not going to post as much. No. Maybe I'll just do some check-ins, see how you guys are doing. What I want to do is really focus on building my relationship with God, focus on my mental health, my kids' mental health, focus on maintaining a roof over our heads, and the rest will have to fall into place. Yeah, I was just thinking that the anxiety I get from doing this is just not worth it. At least not this year. I don't know, we'll see what next year holds. But before I go, my prayers go out to the families of those who were affected. Words cannot express how you're feeling at this moment, but I pray that God strengthen you guys. That being said, how are you all doing? Have you guys stepped out in faith yet? I was contemplating about what I said to you guys, and stepping out in faith, just being who, true to who we are. And that being said, I must say, I've said that I have come so far out my box. And the goal this year was to step out even further. And honestly, if I be true to myself and be honest with myself, that's a lot. That's a lot for me. It has been a lot for me. I don't talk about, or maybe I don't even show the anxiety I go through to get in front of this camera and, make videos and post. Yeah, there's a lot of anxiety, a lot that goes on within me to do that. And I have been pushing through that for some time now. And honestly, I feel like I just need to take my own advice and be true to me. I am an introvert. Most might say, no way. But actually, I am. I am a very introverted person. I am only an extrovert when I am around people I know, friends and everything. Other than that, I am comfortable just being in my house. Yeah, very comfortable. So, that being said, yeah, can I say that if you haven't given your life to Christ, I would suggest now is the time to do so. We are seeing that a lot is happening, and I think his coming is even closer. And I don't want to be, I don't want to not make it into the heavenly kingdom, and I don't want for you to not make it. So I just want to encourage you guys, if you haven't, given your life to Christ, do so. And I must say, when you give your life to Christ, you don't automatically just become a holy person and don't do anything. Because like I said, I am far from perfect and God is still working on me. And I've been a Christian for a minute. Yeah, he's still working. He's still working. It's a daily struggle with me for some things. Funny, if you ask the people who are closest to me or know me very well, they'll tell you that my mouth is ridiculous. Now, I don't use the big words, but there are words that I use. Look, I'm Caribbean. Some words that I use just ain't a cuss. Now, okay, I'm Caribbean. It's not a cuss. Yes, these Americans say this, but for me, it isn't. So, I use it like I farm in the Caribbean. But hey, I'm working on it. Yes, I'm working on it. So like I said, you don't, become holier than thou that minute you give your life to Christ. But it's a daily struggle, not struggle, but it's a daily walk. And the more you spend time with him, the more you want to let go of certain things. Like alcohol don't bother me, parties don't bother me, so I'm working on those things. But I really want to encourage you guys to give your life to Christ. We are also reading the Bible this year. I have read many different books. I'm not sure if I have read every book in the Bible, but I know I've read many of them. But this year, I really want to read the whole thing through. And so I want to encourage you guys to do the same. When you're working on a relationship or you meet somebody you like, you want to spend time with them. You want to get to know them. You want to know their ins and outs. It's the same thing with the Lord. The more time you spend with him, the greater our relationship become and the easier it is for us to hear him. So that's my parting thing for you guys. Spend some time with Jesus, build your faith, and give your life to him. If you haven't already, and work towards making it to heaven, if that's your goal, if that's what you desire. Hey, some people just know exactly where they want to go and they live in the life for that. Hey, have at it, honey. Oh, and the next thing, I know I said last thing and I'm still talking. No, just remember salvation is an individual thing, okay? So it's between you and Jesus, same way it's between me and God, So you're making that decision and you're doing this for you, same way I'm doing it for me, okay? So, yeah, I think that's going to be my parting words. Until you see me again, I pray nothing but blessing and God's mercy and grace and love for you all and for myself and my family. Until the next one, you know what I always say. Let's thank God for every day. Every day above ground is a blessing. Truly is. Until the next one. Bye.